Well, Maurizio, thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you so much. Muy encantado. Mucho placer.
This beautiful new showroom showing something really, really special here with Bugatti, right?
Yeah, we're very proud. This is the first Bugatti showroom we have in America together with New York. First together with the New York one. We are very proud. It's a very special environment, very exclusive, very Bugatti. We have really some elements of Bugatti history, like the dancing elephant, which is one of the symbols of Bugatti. And we have, most importantly, the new Bugatti Chiron, freshly brought from Geneva, Geneva Motor Show, where I introduced the car in March 2016. So it's the worldwide unveiling, and this is the first time this car comes to Miami.
Excellent. So let's go back a little bit in history, because the previous generation, this one, the Veyron, was hugely successful, right? And you have several variations of
the Veyron was the predecessor of the Chiron. We name our cars from our very special and famous race drivers. Veyron was a driver from Bugatti from the beginning of the 19th century who won Le Mans, and Louis Chiron is a driver who was driving for Bugatti always middle of 1920, 1930, was born in Monte Carlo, and he won many Grand Prix for Bugatti. So Bugatti was at that time the most successful racing car with 2,000 victories on only one model, T35. And we like to mention or to celebrate a little bit history and DNA with the name of this great product, the Chiron.
Okay. So I'm going to this car now.
Yes.
The Veyron had, I believe, 1,000 horsepower.
The Veyron, we started with 1,000 horsepower in 2006 when we brought on the market. We astonished the world with 1,000 horsepower. At that time was the most powerful car in the world. Then we went to a version of 1,200, which was the Super Sport, a coupe, and then we celebrated the end of the series, the 450 cars, with a Vitesse, which is a convertible with 1,200 horsepower. Now, as we like to say at Bugatti, we did the best even better, because we bring on the market a car with 1,500 horsepower. There is nothing, 1,500, nothing like that in the market. The most powerful car, production car in the world, the fastest car. We are at the moment limiting the speed of this car 261 miles an hour or 420 kilometers an hour, but we are aiming to have the speed world record very soon. We are testing the car as we speak.
So we're talking about speeds of a Formula One car for a production car that people can drive on the street.
Well, I mean, they can drive on the street, and we are very proud. We organize special events for our customers.
No, I'm saying it's a production car.
It's a production car. It's a production car you can drive every day. We like to say that you can drive in the theater at night, but you transform it in a beast. It's the beauty and the beast, what we say about Bugatti.
I had the opportunity to drive the Veyron maybe 10 years ago, and it was 1,000, and I came out of a car that had 500. So I thought, okay, I'm going to be more or less comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's intimidating just to hear the number.
Yeah, it's incredible.
To my surprise, I mean, the sound is amazing and all that, but it's not that difficult to drive. I mean, like the engineering to me was like so fantastic. The steering, the suspension, it makes it.
But you touch a very important point. We sell a special concept. I mean, a Bugatti is completely different from a Ferrari, a McLaren. Those guys, they make incredible cars, but they take a car that initially conceived for the racing track, and they give in the hands of the customers a fantastic car. But after you drive a car like that, you get tired. Yeah. With this is a car which is conceived to be driven on the road. So in maximum security, you can speed to 420 kilometers an hour, 261, but you feel fresh, you feel relaxed, and always in the maximum security, because the electronic of the cars is so advanced that you can drive in 4 different modes. You can drive in normal modes, you can drive in performance, we call Autobahn, from the German name of highway, where you can drive as fast as you want, and we like that. Or you can drive in performance mode, and every of these modes control a different setup between suspensions, the way you want to feel, traction control, but always in security. You know, we always want our drivers to drive in the maximum security. So you can drive as fast as you want, but feel safe, feel relaxed, and when you get out of the car after 2 hours, you feel like you want to start again right away.
So the design, I mean, also has changed. I mean, it keeps the design from your older cars, like the Atlantic back there, but I mean, you can see it on the street and you know it's a Bugatti.
Yeah, I would say that it's an evolution and not a revolution on the Veyron, because we want to keep our brand identity. And as you see, the car has some very special elements from our heritage. I would like to mention one on the other is this line you can see in polished aluminum. We call it the signature line of Ettore Bugatti, because it's the one he signed himself like that. We reproduce this one outside and inside. You can see also in the interior if you have the chance to go. Yeah. And then you have another elements on the top of the car, which is aerodynamic but also aesthetical. It's this spine, which reminds to the old cars like the Atlantic, one of the most successful cars of Bugatti, and maybe one of the most expensive cars in the world. Three units, one Ralph Lauren, second one is a Peterson Museum in California, and the third one got unfortunately destroyed. But you know, this is what we'll say about our design, and every little detail is performance driven. There is nothing that is just left to, you know,
form and function, as they call it.
Correct. You can see the main difference from the Chiron to the Veyron. You have no air intake anymore because everything is integrated. You can see here the air goes through, and there is a lot of air needed,
of course,
to cool up 1500 horsepower. So you know what I mean, for the brakes and for the engine.
16 cylinders?
It's 60. The architecture of the engine, we have here a Veyron engine. The architecture is the same, but the engine has been completely redesigned, because to put 500 horsepower more, you need to have a completely new air intakes. The head of the engine is completely new, and all the most expensive and lightest material have been used: titanium, magnesium, carbon fiber. So everything has been completely redesigned.
So obviously this is a very exclusive car, very limited production, and it has a hefty price, $2.5 million more or less?
The starting point, we are defining now the price in the US will be around 2.8 starting point, but you have the 500 cars, limited edition. Each customer will design his own edition. We can say each of these cars is one-off. You can go there, and the customer becomes almost a designer of his own car. We can detail the particular, the color, the carbon fiber, the interior, the leather, the stitching, even the color of the seat belt you can pick up and you can personalize. The personalized plate inside, whatever you want. Most expensive material. The structure of the car is a carbon fiber monocoque. It's the most exclusive and expensive structure in the world, basically to give the maximum rigidity with the lightest weight. So you have a carbon fiber, and then the front and it's aluminum. Talk about the chassis in order to absorb the crash test. So the car follows all the safest, you know, all the safety standards and so on. Emission. We have to. We have 19 prototypes going on the road. Already 500,000 kilometers have driven, and when you get a car, the customer gets something which is perfect. Which is the car has 4 years warranty, in limited mileage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can drive as many kilometers you want, or many miles, and the 4 years maintenance. Every year you bring back to a Bugatti dealer, and he will fix the car and give you the hand, you know what I mean, and give it perfect, and you can drive as long as you want.
So this car, as you mentioned at the beginning, was showed for the first time at the Geneva Motor Show just a few months ago.
Yes.
But I understand it's already sold out?
Well, we are doing very well. We at the moment sold 1/3 more or less of the production, which is 500. It's going at incredible pace. We have been very successful. We bought a car here in Miami for the first time. We're taking a lot of orders. Then the cars goes to the West Coast, San Francisco, Silicon Valley, and Los Angeles. We're doing extremely well. The first American cars come in the market middle of next year.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for your time. And,
muy encantado. Muchísimas gracias.
And congratulations on the car.
Thank you so much.
And I mean, I had the chance to drive the other one, so maybe
I invite you for this one.
Okay, thank you. I'll take your word.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.